episode 127 of the Wormzone podcast.
So wrong. It's episode 123.
1, 2, 3, baby.
That'll never happen again.
This is 1, 2, 3. I liked Little Baby Jackson better than the adult one.
Why do you have a preference towards little babies instead of grown men?
Oh, baby, give me one more chance. And then the
He
adult
did that
Jackson.
when he did that when he was an adult.
adult
But it's just a
Jackson is
different
like,
body. I slobbered all over this microphone.
This is a wild episode. We ate McDonald's. We're feeling crazy.
It's the McRib farewell tour. No more McRibs. After this,
McRibs make me feral.
they make me feral. I had 2 of them. I love the McRib. I was saying this in the car. Like, someone posted like a GoPro fucking footage of making McRibs at McDonald's, and everyone's like, "Ew, what is that?"
I think, they posted it and said, this is the horrible truth behind... Well, maybe they didn't post it. Somebody posted it and said, this is the horrible truth behind McRibs. And
it just made me hungry.
Yeah, I think
got
everybody
some
else
McRibs.
was like, this is not that gross.
It's delicious.
It's as gross as anything else. It's just frozen meat. Which is, I mean, like, yeah, that's kind of gross, but it's not like... I've seen grosser things than that.
What's grosser than that? Tom McDonald.
Fucking shit. Yeah, Tom McDonald. Sheeple.
Yeah, Tom McDonald's new song is a banger. My lips are like fucked up.
The government's controlling your mind,
Gotta put
making
on
you
some,
look at underage hentai.
Gotta have some Burt's Bees coconut and pear. Want to try it out?
No.
No? Okay. Well, guess you're not getting kissed for another year. Missed your chance.
I take the yes, no, I take the no and, no.
What the fuck are
the
you
no
saying?
but method of podcasting
What? I don't know what that means.
instead of the yes and.
What is that? Is that some like fucking improv thing?
It's a secret method of
I don't think it's very secret,
podcasting.
is it?
No, well, I guess not.
Okay. I take the no and. Actually, that is kind of what I do. That is literally what I do. I just interrupt you and say, "Oh, what about this?"
I'm making an addition to the yes and theory of improv. It's called the yes and have sex with me.
Oh.
And it's where I have sex with all the people in my improv class.
So that sucks. Anyways. See, that's a little bit. We finally figured out what my character trope is.
That's the dynamic.
You're yes so and I'm no and.
The yes so method of improv. It's where you agree with what they're doing and then explain it.
That is what you do. That's what I'm saying. Yes so and no and. Anyways.
The guy comes out and sets up a scenario and then you go, oh, I see, that's funny because...
That is funny, though.
Actually, that is a bit I do a lot.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We figured ourselves out today, finally.
This is a deconstruction of the Wormzone podcast. Boom, title. Bam. We got it already.
DeCUMstruction.
DeCUMstruction.
Siri, pull me up a video of the DeCUMstruction
my cum!
of what's the name of the rabbit from Zootopia?
Judy Hopps.
Yeah, Judy Hopps. I want to deconstruct Judy Hopps.
Today we're doing a deconstruction of Judy Hopps. Why is she so hot? Reason number 1. That ass.
Do you think somebody's already come up with DeCUMstruction?
If not, that should be one of those Pornhub channels. One of those meta Pornhub channels. Like the other guy. What was that other guy's YouTube? What
the fuck are you talking about?
Remember when we were watching the review guy?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Pornhub is the new, like Pornhub now is what YouTube was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, now is when people are going to start transforming the medium of Pornhub.
I mean, you can already watch the B movie in its entirety on Pornhub. So.
DeCUMstruction. No, I don't want DeCUMstruction.
Google, I know what I fucking typed, okay?
It looks like there aren't many great matches. Seminal vesicles draining area. r/prostate play.
Oh, let's click that.
I think about male deconstruction. So that a male can deconstruct ejaculation.
What?
What are you talking? This is... See.
Okay.
I will drain not only prostatic fluid, but quote-unquote go a lot more and drain fluids from seminal vesicles. I has studied... Is this... I can has cheeseburger cat typing this?
I has studied anatomy and see...
Seminal vesicles are located a lot deeper than prostate on bladder wall. Theoretically, it should be possible to drain SV directly by deeper anal penetration with a slight full bladder to enable pressure SV undilated. This guy, I imagine this guy like sitting up late at night in his bed, like it's like the GIF with all of the math formulas on the lady's face. Like he just, okay, if the bladder was partially full, and then we can drain the vesicles.
But also like Mr. Incredible looking at like the computer screen of like all the heroes that have died.
Yeah, this is an insane person.
What
post.
is your
I don't
opinion?
know what any of
Is this possible?
Yes, I think this is possible. Read this blog.
Okay.
I don't understand any of what I'm reading.
Can you click on how to come like a bull.blogspot.com?
How to come like a bull.
This is a good episode so far.
I understand.
Yeah.
Immediately a picture of a guy getting fucked in the ass with some sort of like alien machine. Androdynamics. This useful video obtained with endorectal ultrasonography provides a close insight in the mechanics of ejaculation.
Okay.
It shows the engorgement of the internal glands,
Okay.
the emission and ejaculation phases with related contractions presented at the SIU 1994 Congress in Sydney. Dr. J.M. Gill-Vernet.
Oh, so they actually...
Oh, and here's a guy with his cock out. Bull's balls.
Balls.
I mean, those look like normal balls to me. I don't know.
Yeah, those are just average
maybe
balls.
they're big. I don't know.
You got big balls.
I feel like balls don't range that much in size to where you can really notice.
Just a video and a few images of most promising balls.
Yes, most promising balls.
The last two are young testes. If properly trained, they may become very productive glands.
I'm gonna train my testes to become productive glands.
This sucks.
This is a fucking schizophrenic website. What's going on here?
This is...
I'm just drunk enough to where like it's just like I don't know.
Really happy.
I feel like I've just been dropped in Nam or something. Like what's going on? This is like the D-Day scene in Saving Private Ryan.
I've been dropped.
Except instead of a guy with his arm chopped off, it's a fucking guy coming towards the camera.
I've been dropped on the Russian-Ukrainian border. I don't know where I am, man. This way, you can be milked endlessly, and the
World
points
War
1,
III
2,
will
3
be
are repeated in rapid
fought
succession until you are exhausted.
Oh, we gotta read the comments.
World War III will be fought with nuclear weapons.
I wish I could find a milker like this. Where can we find such a man
milkers.
interested in extracting semen in large amounts?
Oh, we should send this guy an email.
These guys, all these guys' comments. What? Why are they all commenting like they're the Umbrella Corporation? This is a most promising specimen. We could definitely perform some experiments on this to turn them into a truly remarkable.
No, we
tool.
can't. We can't comment on this anymore. It's too old of a website.
An error occurred. What the fuck are you talking about?
Wait, this is a good comment. Can you read this whole thing right here?
Now in my 50s, I studied body work reflexology. It's a made-up word. Massage. Oh, it means massage. Years ago. I still work occasionally with young jocks and select others at summer sports camps. This guy needs to be arrested. And I'm an avid milker. Happy to truthfully say about 99% successful in cultivating
I don't like where
harvesting
this went.
and milking good, healthy loads. After all these years, I've developed a good sense of first-time/early care. This is a pedophile. This guy's a pet.
This guy is a
We're
pedophile.
reading this. We got to a pedophile website. We're on a pedophile website.
Should we just start this episode over? No, I'm kidding.
Welcome to episode 100.
Welcome to episode 127. Oh, yeah. The followers of this blog should
How
be
to
in
milk a bull.
jail. What was the last post from 2014? Huh?
It's the same
Oh, is
year
that? I
the American
Oh,
Godzilla came out.
a nice story.
A nice story. Let's do a nice story for once on here.
You know, people have been saying Wormzone, our stories aren't nice enough.
Your stories are too mean.
No, this isn't loading.
No, it's too fucked. We have to go on the dark web for that. Thumbnail? Well, you know what? We can get part of that as the thumbnail.
What are we doing?
Where are you going? No, don't post that on my Twitter.
Oh, he stopped me. He stopped
Never.
me. He's too smart.
Here, I will save it for the thumbnail, though.
Okay.
We'll just get the front. See, look, we got the thumbnail and the title already sorted out immediately.
How to milk a bull?
No. Wait, what did I say earlier? I'll have to rewatch
I
it.
think it's something.
I said something earlier.
It's something about
Wormzone deconstructed.
Oh, yes, no, and knows. Wait, yes, so's and knows. Yes, so's and knows. And knows and yes, so's. So
What's
we had a
going
funeral
on?
for my grandma on last Saturday.
That's sad.
Yeah, it was okay. She was they fit her into a little urn and we put her in the ground.
I don't know. I've never really been that sad by like old people dying naturally.
Well,
Some people get like
you
really
can argue
sad about
if dying of your old age getting progressively worse because you got down with COVID in your last days, you know. But
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it could have been anything though.
yeah.
But I mean, COVID would definitely do it.
Oh, and it definitely did. Definitely did. Shout out Grandma B. Crazy old French Canadian lady. We love you. You would have loved noon.
Oui.
But no, it was nice. It was just like a little group of my dad's family out in a cemetery out in Reardon, Washington. It said she buried next to my grandpa that my middle name is after. Old Albert Beckmeyer. But it was really it was kind of a sweet it was a sweet little funeral because the guy that I don't know what you call officiate the guy that does the funeral.
The funeral talking man.
Yeah. So like I didn't know who this guy was, but my dad's sister I guess hit him up to do it because he used to work with my grandpa in Reardon. They had like a machine shop when they were younger and like worked together, but he never knew my grandma though. So I don't know. My family history is weird.
Be like a weird guy doing.
Yeah, but this guy was he worked with
my dad, my grandpa, but then he like studied to become a pastor, and so now, but then he's been in this reared in his whole life, and he's like, so he's like a lawyer too, and he also drives like the school buses for the school district, and then he literally
got, like a lock on the whole town.
Yeah, he literally dug the hole for my grandma's urn. And he's like this, like, at least, like, I don't know, like 70, 80-year-old guy. I was just like, this is crazy. But, I mean, he was, like, super into God, and so that was, like, whatever. But, I mean, it was wholesome stuff, just, like, talking about, like, family and stuff. And, of course, I was hugging my dad, and he was being sad. I'm like, I love you, Dad.
I love you, Dad.
I love you, Dad. But it was really funny because he said, God, I can't remember his name. I think it was like Paul or something. But he said that he and my granddad used to get into, like, I don't know how he said, like, philosophical arguments because my grandpa was not a Christian man, apparently. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, my grandpa, he was a son of a bitch. Bless him. Never met him because he died apparently. And see, the older I've gone, the more I've been suspicious of it. But apparently, he died while he was moving. And he dropped a gun and it discharged and shot him. But the older I get, the more suspicious that seems to me. Also, knowing he was kind of a bastard. Like, he was in the Vietnam War and was a womanizer and apparently like cheated on my grandma all the time and it wasn't like a good dad, obvious, because my dad's a little. The fake, like, he's like a manly man, but he's like truly a soft boy because his dad raised him to be a dude. It's a whole thing.
So you're saying we're turning this into a true crime podcast?
Yeah, basically. No. No. But, I don't know. But, yeah, I just thought that was funny because, yeah, and the officiator, while he was like reading Bible verses and my dad was like being sad, he was like nodding along to the Bible stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, it just bums me out because he's just like, God is so great and he's like the reason for family. It's like, bruh, just cut out the fucking middleman. It's about family. God doesn't have any fucking thing to do with it. Shut the fuck up, bitch. But at the same time, it felt nice to be like close to everyone, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's weird. Because I just went to like my grandma's or my grandpa's funeral like a year ago, and then we just had some rando guy who we didn't even know doing the talking thing.
Weird.
And it was like a non-denominational sort of thing. So they just kept alluding to like spirit energy and stuff. Like, I don't know.
That's fucking.
It was weird.
Cool,
like
dude.
I think like most of the people in my family are Christian, so I don't know why we did that. I don't know. It was weird. It was awkward.
Yeah, that is weird.
And then all I found out about my grandpa is that he was a pedophile. So
I remember that. Yeah, I didn't find anything new about my grandma, but I found out some new stuff about my grandpa, which was interesting. Because I hardly know it. I've talked about it on the podcast. So he joined the Marines when he was fucking 15. And he lied about his age, so they discharged him. And so when he turned 16, he joined the Air Force.
That's wild. That's like the last thing I would do.
I know. And then he went over and like served in like the Air Guard in fucking Germany. And then I think he was in the Vietnam War, and then he became a survival instructionalist and taught Neil Armstrong like desert survival training. There's like a picture of them apparently somewhere, but I've never seen it. Yeah, literally.
It's on the moon.
It's on the moon.
It's on the Kubrick set. That's why you've never seen it.
What do they call the fucking memory boxes they bury? What are the time capsules?
Time capsule.
It's on the time capsule on the moon. When Neil Armstrong was up there, he's like, I'll always remember Albert Beckmeyer.
Cherished memory.
Albert Beckmeyer and I eating rattlesnakes in the desert, training me for the moon. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I got a little cool connection there.
The cool connection.
Cool connection. And on my mom's side, I'm literally related to Teddy Roosevelt by blood. So there's lots of cool stuff bubbling around in me.
I'm not related to anybody.
You could be.
I'm like, Fuck, what was that show where the guy came down with no belly button and he knew how many
Kyle
holes-
XY,
Kyle
dude.
XY. I'm like, Kyle XY.
About that before.
I don't know if we said your Kyle XY.
I'm so glad you knew what I was talking about. From
Of course
the
I
guy
know,
who came
yeah.
down with no belly button.
Swamp Thing. The Archangel Michael. Was Kyle XY an angel? Anyways, so yeah, that was it was a nice day. And then we went to this little like fucking dingy bar in Reardon that was like such a good vibe. And then we went to the Arboretum because it was the Fall Leaf Festival and walked around. And then I got home and took a nap, and then I was like, "Yo, Nathan, do you want to go watch The Thing?"
The Thing.
And goddamn, was that epic!
We watched The Thing.
In theaters.
It was good.
I told you there, but like I've always known about The Thing. I know I would like it, but I have been I fucking love it.
Somebody get rid of this fucking thing.
But I've held off from watching it because I knew I was gonna have a good first watch opportunity. And I'm so glad I waited to watch it in theaters with you and Rachel, and it was so fucking awesome.
Based theater.
Yeah, God bless the garlic. Yeah,
I always have a good time when I watch a movie.
I know.
There.
I mean, we've only seen 2 movies there in like the past like 5 years,
That's
but
true.
they're both
I could have
good.
watched like Minions: Rise of Gru, but I didn't. So.
We could. We still good?
I don't know.
Okay.
Not anymore. But
Well,
who can attest to the quality of experience they would have had there?
But anyways, I don't know if we talked about it, but well, maybe we did when we went to see Tremors
Mhm.
a couple of years ago. But yeah, the Garland Theater is this old school theater in a cool neighborhood in Spokane, and it's like super cheap to see movies because normally they get like the movies that are out in theaters like a month behind, closer, like a couple weeks after they come out. But so they air them for like a little bit cheaper, and it's just like a cool local theater, like old school seating. Like it's such a beautiful old building. But then they'll have fun movie. Like it's the place that does like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like they do all the fun showings. But then so like during October, they do a bunch of fun horror movies, and I was like, oh shit, The Thing, gotta see it. And then they have a cool little bar in there, in there too. And so I sat down and got a hot toddy before, and then I had like 5 beers during The Thing, so you can just run out of the theater and just grab a beer. It was fucking awesome.
I saw the guy who the other podcast I'm related to. The guy I do thumbnails for another podcast.
Oh yeah,
The Bloody Married podcast. Shout out. I've never listened to it. I do the art for it though.
That's
but
funny.
I saw them there.
Oh.
When
The whole gang?
When you sent me, well, it's just him and his wife.
Oh.
Bloody Married. Bloody Mary. They're married. It's him and his wife.
I got that now.
You
Yeah,
see.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I saw them there. I almost went like, oh hey, but I was like, eh.
Well, you needed to get the popcorn back.
I
to me,
needed the
so
popcorn.
Thank you.
I actually am glad I got in line because I was late for the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
yeah, I could hear from the other room that the movie was starting. I was like, fuck.
You only miss the best part of the movie where a couple guys try to kill a dog.
That's okay. I've already seen it a lot,
I
so
know.
it's okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
I know
that I missed.
I
this
felt a
film.
little bad though. It's like, oh Nathan.
Good. You should have felt bad.
Of course I feel bad. I always feel bad. That's my secret, Cap. I always feel bad.
That's my secret cap. I feel like shit. And then he shoots himself.
But he can't die because he just turns into the Hulk.
Yeah, he instantly turns into Hulk and spits it out and goes, Hulk, no, shoot yourself.
That is like a thing in the comics. Like there, like some stories he like tries to kill himself, but like the Hulk inside him like won't. I don't want to talk about that. That's
can't
so
stand
fucking
being the
cringe.
fucking Hulk. Bruce Banner looking in the mirror. It's on sight.
What the fuck?
Anyways, yeah, The Thing is a great movie. It's it's in like my at least top 10 favorite movies, definitely.
That's one of my favorites. I love The Thing.
I mean, it's just such a good movie because the main premise is that they need to kill a fucking dog.
Yeah, true.
I know.
It's got one of the highest dog body counts of any film, I think. Name a movie.
Well, on camera dog body.
Well, other than
because,
Snow Dogs.
Well, like Homeward Bound. I mean, they killed like 20 dogs to make that movie, but we don't know how many dogs they actually killed to make the thing.
That's
we just
true.
see a shit ton of them die on screen, which is awesome for people that like to see dogs dying.
Yeah.
Like I do. So
True.
yeah,
Highly recommended.
it was fucking good, fucking great. It's God. I mean, we talk about it all the time, but like practical effects have such an impact, man. It's not even it's pathetic with CGIs. And then like yesterday, fucking like the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland was on the TV in the break room at work, and literally everything is CGI.
That's what
like there's
that
a
is
fucking
one of,
dog that's CGI.
I saw that in theaters. That's one of the worst experiences I've had watching a movie in
that
theaters.
makes sense.
One, it's not a very good movie.
Yeah.
But two, I watched it in 3D. I couldn't 3D sucks. Every
yeah.
time I've watched something in 3D, it just everything's out of focus a little bit,
Yeah.
and I can't tell what the fuck's going on. It's
Well, 3D just doesn't work for me because of my eyes. Yeah, because I have astigmatism, so 3D just doesn't. It doesn't fucking work. It just doesn't fucking work.
I don't know. Maybe
I saw Avatar
Yeah.
in theaters, and it was all the showings are sold out. I saw it with my parents, and the only showing, because we're just at the mall when Avatar came out, and oh, we should see Avatar. I was like, okay, but the only showing was in fucking Real D, and the theater was packed. And so my parents got to sit next to each other, in good seats. But I had to go sit by myself up front, and I had to wear glasses, and I couldn't see anything because it didn't fucking work. I'm just like, this sucks.
I don't know. I mean, I have to wear glasses, so maybe there is something going on. Cause,
Probably.
Whenever I've watched a 3D movie, it's just 3D works. I get the 3D effect, but also everything just is out of focus.
Yeah.
It looks bad. I can't tell what's going on.
Yeah.
So.
Fucking magic eyes.
Oh yeah.
That shit doesn't work for me. I can't do that.
I got one of those to work once.
Well,
I had to try really hard.
When I was a kid, I tried really hard because I was pissed kids were seeing shit and I wasn't. I was like, fuck you.
Come on, magic eye, show me.
It can't show me anything.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Yeah. The thing. But then we pulled up at the after party.
Put up to the after party.
I will get claimed for that.
Editor, edit that part out.
But then we went up to Rachel's and we watched
28 Days Haunted, baby.
the 28-day cycle.
The 28 day. Everybody should watch this show.
Yeah.
It's like everything that's good about ghost shows. It's super lazy. The things they pull out of their ass are ridiculous.
Completely incoherent structure of a show. It's so ambiguous. What is actually the point?
What are even any ghosts the number of things they show a ghost doing on this show? One episode, they open cupboards. Other than that, name a single thing a ghost did the whole show.
Nothing.
all it is people walking around a house going, I'm getting a vision. The family's getting
it's
shot.
Too much for me.
But
walk away. But
so
then,
from
Big
that
Hoss.
Big Hoss.
Big Hoss.
There are some great.
It's not his
So
name.
they have three groups of people. They
Okay,
go
describe
to
the three groups.
They go to three
groups.
different houses.
Okay, no wait. One is in Denver. One's in Charleston, and one is
I
in
don't even remember.
Prescott, Connecticut. I think.
Who
I remember
who
seeing
knows?
the map, so I got that.
Let's see. The worst.
Did you know I have a photographic memory?
I don't have a photograph of me.
I do.
But the worst group, it's just three tech bro dudes. There's one guy. There's one guy who does nothing. Oh no. That's the one. It has the skeptic. There's a skeptic.
He did things.
He says two skeptical things the entire show.
Yeah.
And beyond that, he just acts like the rest of the guys who just by default believe in ghosts. Yeah. So that's the one skeptic on the show. Then also you got a guy who looks like Henry Rollins who does absolutely nothing in the show except one episode he cries because the skeptic disagrees with him. He wants to go to the graveyard, and then the skeptic says, "I think we should stay in the house," and then he cries.
He literally just walks away, and that's like the episode.
No, I'm not even exaggerating. It does. It does the testimonial cutaway, and he cries. and then there's the psychic, and he's like the only guy on the team who does anything, and he's talking to his girlfriend Abigail the whole time.
The skeptic dug up a fucking pentagram.
That's true. The skeptic does dig up a pentagram that they buried.
Yeah. Okay, so they're on they have like night vision camera, and they see like a hot spot in the ground, and so like they look at it with a camera light.
I thought ghosts were cold, but
yeah, I don't know. Don't think about that too much. But it like shows like the light on like this grassy spot in the backyard, and then there's like an area where there's just dirt.
Yeah, there's no grass there. I get like, well, I mean, it's because they already like have that spot planned out to dig out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't know. I doubt they like took the time to actually bury that thing down there, but like, I mean, they've probably taken like multiple takes already. Yeah. Like. Yeah, there's no grass in the spot where they dig. But either way,
I was about to say, so like it's called like the 28 days. Like the guys have a theory about a 28-day cycle. That's unexplained.
No, that's the main premise of the show, and they do not explain it.
They don't explain it.
The first like 2 episodes, they just say if they stay in here for 28 days, the veil between life and death will be broken. They don't elaborate like on why they know that or like what.
Well, and so it's just
you would think they would say like, oh, in numerology, blah blah blah, or in the ancient. No, they don't give you anything. They just say they're gonna stay here 28 days, and then the veil will be broken.
Okay, but so the they is these 2 guys that are in this Joe Rogan podcast experience as bunker, watching the 3 groups on like. Totally green screen monitors. It's
this
so
is like
absurd.
clearly shot after everything else.
Yeah.
And like they were so lazy they couldn't even get it right. Like there's a couple shots where they're talking about what the groups are like doing.
Yeah.
And then the people talking about it straight up like if they might have picked up this through this method or this method. It's like, bitch, we saw it happen. We know what they did. Like it's so lazy.
But and then fuck. But it. What was I gonna say? I forgot.
There's so much
to say.
It's a great show.
28-day cycle. Oh, because it's called the 28-day cycle. But like, you can just. There's a vibe that they literally shot this shit like over a weekend.
Oh yeah.
Like it doesn't seem like time actually passes. It's so absurd.
They could have easily shot it in a weekend, and I'm certain that's what they did.
I have to. Okay, so then the next group.
The next group. There's
Save Big Hoss for last.
I'm saving the best one for last. The next group is my second favorite one. It's two guys who both at the start of the show they talk about like their families. So I have my head canon is that like they've gone ghost hunting against their family's wishes.
Like a Brokeback Mountain.
It's like a Brokeback Mountain thing. Yeah. Well, with a twist. I'll get to the twist. But they're like their families are going to leave them if this doesn't pan out. But yeah, I don't know. It's just funny that both of them bring up like, yeah, I had to leave my wife and kids to go hunt this ghost in the ancient mansion. And then there's also a third member, which is a girl. So that adds in the extra twist
I was
to the
confused
group.
How you were describing this way with 2 guys. Yeah, that one has a girl.
So that's the third aspect to the group where they're both like she's a home wrecker and they're both like leaving their wife and kids to go fuck this girl on the ghost
But
hunt.
she's not just any girl.
She's not just any girl.
She's sensitive.
She's sensitive. every time they cut to her, it says Amy, sensitive. That's her
got
role.
a really good thumbnail idea. Amy is sensitive.
Yeah, so
and the 2 guys are just like trying to get her to do her stuff, and she's like, I won't do anything with mirrors.
I'm not gonna scry with a mirror. That lets bad shit in. And then they're like, we have to go past our limits here. If we're going to prove the 20... Wait, actually, I don't know about... They supposedly don't know about the 28 day. Yeah. Okay, so part of the setup is all these people are part of a ghost group. It's like Hogwarts for ghosts.
Well,
so
they're in this place and they know there's like a ghost sitch.
Yeah.
But they don't know what the whole thing is. But the two guys, they know the whole history.
Yeah, the guys in the bunker who are like the ringleaders of the whole thing. Well, okay. There's one guy who's just like, I don't know, he's like the show guy who talks about everything. And then there's the other guy.
The expert.
Who
came up with the 28.
The other guy is like the step-nephew twice removed of the people that The Conjuring is based off of. Who formed the Ghost Hogwarts. Okay. And now he has inherited Ghost Hogwarts. And he's there to mostly just stand there while the talk show guy says everything.
Well, then he's like, it's a pretty good idea they're doing this.
Yeah, every once in a while he says, yeah, sure. Give me my $5,000 for doing the show.
Steep.
Where were we at?
Sensitive girl.
Yeah, the sensitive girl. Everybody's got like their psychic. There's the psychic guy in the first group who does everything. He talks to Annabelle or whoever. Yeah. And then there's the sensitive Amy who won't scry in mirrors because that lets bad shit
But then
in.
she scries into a fire.
She does decide eventually to scry into a candle.
A Caesar, maybe?
No, a thing like grabs her and she goes, "What the fuck? Guys, come up here. What the fuck? What the fuck?"
Slowly walk up the stairs like, Amy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. The thing that really makes this show is like the actors are so lazy in it because like the girl's like, quick, come up, and then they just walk up the stairs. They don't hurry at all, and there's so many moments like that.
Want to make sure they're not acting emotionally.
Oh, that's true.
Act reasonably and methodically.
In intense situations like this, we need to be making the best decision.
Yeah, they're P-maxing.
They're P-maxing and poo-maxing the whole show.
Yeah.
It's said if you P-max and poo-max for 28 days, the barrier between life and death will be broken.
Yeah, you'll die.
Yeah. The funniest thing about the 28-day cycle is that nothing happens in this show that doesn't happen in every episode of Ghost Adventures.
Exactly. Well,
it's like
maybe...
and at the end, they're just like, well, we got some great results, and I think we proved the 28. It's like, bitch, like a cupboard opened. What are you talking about?
But maybe in every episode of Ghost Hunters, they're actually in a 28-day cycle.
Maybe. They just don't say that. That's like a trade secret that Netflix finally wringed out of the step-nephews of the Conjuring
It's like the joke
organization.
That, like Bob Saget and all the fucking Illuminati comedians, they all have that super naughty joke they tell behind scenes about like fucking like having a family orgy or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Really?
What?
Whenever like a comedian is on a podcast or something, someone will be like, it has a name. There's like some
Greg
joke.
Graffin told me the most fucked up fucking joke, bro.
And it used to be like this inside thing where there was like this joke where like all the comedians backstage would like try to see how just like disgusting and raunching they could tell this joke or whatever, which is it's boring. Who cares? Who fucking cares? You can talk dirty and nasty. Oh yeah, I fucking licked your mother down with it. You know, like who fucking cares?
There's like already so many comedians that like what could you possibly say that they haven't on stage?
Well, that's what makes it so crazy.
It's even crazier.
How fucked up they are off stage.
It's crazier than Come Down.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, Big Hoss.
Big Hoss. The best.
I don't remember what his name is.
The third group, I don't know their names. It's just a man and his wife. And the man, he's my favorite character on the whole show. But it's a man and his wife, and it's most of this group is his wife going into rooms and being, you know, like she's a psychic.
On the floor and psychics.
She's like, I'm detecting the mother spirit in this room.
Oh, but they have their cool psychic
the mother
boombox.
spirit, the father spirit. Yeah, they do. Everybody's got their own gadgets.
But they got the boombox with the fucking LGBT lights.
That's true. Yeah, they do have. Yeah, they have like. They got little lightning box thing. Oh, we have to talk about the God helmet.
Oh, I forgot.
But we'll save that for later because we got it. The other groups all have their gadgets too, and the Home Wrecker group has a great gadget. They do the Estes method. They do the Estes method, which is, you've heard the thing ghost hunters do where they turn on the radio, it goes, it said help me,
It
but
said hamburger.
yeah, but the Estes method is, we have to talk about the blindfolds. Okay, so
Okay, we're deviating.
we have to
from Big Hoss
we're
for
going
a
like
sec.
3
Yeah,
steps
yeah,
back
yeah,
here.
yeah.
There's some groundwork you have to place. So when all of the groups went to their respective homes, they were all blindfolded, so they didn't know where they were going, and presumably this also means they didn't know anything about the houses they were going to. I don't know why a blindfold would mean that, but within the logic of the show, that's what that means, is they don't know anything about the house. It's supposedly this is to prove that they actually have psychic abilities or whatever, blah, 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 easily fake, whatever. They're wearing blindfolds.
I believe
Anyways, I guess these blindfolds must have been expensive because throughout the show they keep fucking using the blindfolds.
Yeah.
And it comes into play in the Estes method,
Yeah.
which is the same as the it said I'm dead, thing. Except for them, they're wearing a blindfold at the same time and wearing headphones, so you can't even hear the radio. So they just say whatever they want to. They just go, help me. I'm stuck. Somebody's trying to kill me. Please help. And then they go, oh, bro, this is way too fucked up. I have to take off the blindfold.
I forgot which guy also. They just conveniently had a fucking deprivation tank in the backyard.
That was the same group as the Estes method, guys.
Okay, it was,
they did the sensory deprivation tank, which it's the same thing. He just lies in a pool of salty water and he goes
above his face.
Yeah, with a camera above his face, clearly with lighting in there because otherwise the camera would have been capturing pitch black. But whatever. He's just going, I'm going into the room. He has a knife. He's stabbing her. Okay, this is too fucked up. I have to get out of here.
Yeah,
Anyway.
he busts out of the deprivation tank naked, hard as a rock.
Starts fucking the girl. The other guy joins in.
Oh, yeah, I kept on making Eiffel Tower jokes in bad taste. I apologize.
Yeah, they had the Estes method, and then there was one scene where they did the double Estes, where they had 2 guys doing Estes at the same time. The Eiffel Tower method, where they were both doing Estes while fucking the girl. But yeah, everybody has their own gadgets. But yeah, the best group,
the Eiffel Tower.
the Eiffel Tower method. Yeah, the third group, the best group, the wife and Big Hoss. They have
a boombox.
They have the boombox. But yeah, no, it's
the fucking Apple iPod deck.
It's obviously just this guy. The third other group, their only special gadget was, they had like a little Tesla coil. They turn a crank. I think they only used it 1 episode. You missed it because you came in on the 3rd episode. But yeah, they just turn a crank and it shoots little sparks between 2 orbs, and that for some reason makes like. It said kill me. It makes that better for some reason if you turn a crank on your Tesla coil.
Okay.
Whatever.
I'll remember that.
Yeah, no, Big Hoss definitely the best group. They have the best gadgets. They had the God helmet.
So Big Hoss is he's a demonologist.
He's a
first of all.
It's a demonologist and his psychic wife.
And so he's a firm believer in Jesus Christ.
He loves Jesus Christ.
He's always shaking around holy water.
I mean, there's so many aspects to this group that I love. I mean, like, the thing that I love most is that for most of the show, it was his wife doing everything, just sitting down going, I feel the spirit. I feel, there's a dark energy, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, she would, like, keep suggesting things, and he would just go, like, yeah, okay, yeah.
In a crazy twist, when he starts doing something, it's by doing nothing.
Yeah, he becomes the main character.
He becomes a sloth.
So this house, as it turns out, there's a demon in the house. Lucky they had the demonologist team
who knows everything about demons
and
can't prevent a demon.
It's almost like everybody was just making up shit as they go. So of course the demonologist guy goes, "There's a demon here."
Interesting.
Whatever. No, I mean there were real ghosts, but whatever.
Demons.
And so there is a demon in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's Big Hoss.
So he decides to step up to the plate. For the first 4 episodes, it's been the wife doing everything, and he goes, "All right, okay, it's my turn." And so he confronts the demon, and of course he immediately gets possessed by the demon.
Easy.
And the way this is presented in the show is he just gets really, really sleepy, and he just lays down on the mattress.
Oh, and their mattresses are just like in the middle.
Oh, yeah, they had to move the mattresses
store.
downstairs because the ghost activity upstairs was
too intense.
It was too crazy.
Yeah.
They moved the mattresses downstairs. So it's just shot after shot of this big fat guy laying down on the mattress.
And like getting up to go outside and smoke a cigarette. And then meanwhile the wife is talking to the camera. She's like, I don't know, I've never seen him like this. And then he gets like, he literally has like a heart attack.
Yeah, no. Oh, God.
Or
it's
is that
so
after
funny.
the helmet? I don't
No, the wife like talks to like the camera crew or whatever. She's like,
just like
camera crew, you have to come in. We have to talk to you. Something's so wrong.
From The Office.
Yeah, and so the camera crew comes in and she's like, we have to get my husband to a hospital. Cut to him just like rolling over on a mattress, like blank expression, just like and then like, so he goes to the hospital. He just walks in like really slow. This big dinky guy, huge body, tiny legs, little jorts. Like,
Jorts t-shirt.
Just like walking into the hospital with his hands on his hips or whatever. And then like text pops up. It's like, he had near fatal heart attack symptoms.
Yeah.
he just walked in there.
Yeah.
It's like, they found heart attack symptoms, but no cause.
Could it have been a demon?
Hey.
And then he's like, it's getting real. I have to use this. I never said I'd use it.
Okay, but by the way, him going to the hospital is so bullshit because they set this up that the 28-day cycle is if you spend 28 days in the haunted house, you will break the veil. But he fucking leaves, and like every group fucking leaves the house.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, one of the groups leaves and goes to the graveyard that is on the property. This is the first group
mansion.
with Henry Rollins and the psychic.
Yeah.
They go out to like the graveyard. Apparently that's fine. I mean, sure, whatever. But like the second group, they like go out into the patio. They set up their sensory deprivation tank in the front yard. So they leave the house too.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever. But
also,
Big
are
Haas,
they getting like DoorDash, by the way? Like, how are they?
Yeah, apparently they're getting DoorDash. Because when Big Haas comes home from the hospital, the first thing he does is eat a bunch of mozzarella sticks.
I forgot. Mozzarella
Literally,
sticks.
the first thing he does, he goes inside and there's a plate of mozzarella sticks. But yeah, no, he's the most bullshit because he goes to the fucking hospital and comes back.
And eats mozzarella
and
sticks.
eats mozzarella sticks. So apparently that doesn't...
Fucked up.
Like, the first two I can accept, like, you're still in the property limits. Like, sure, whatever. Ghosts accept legal property limits.
This is why he got possessed by the demon. Because he didn't stay in the whole 28 days.
Well, they both go out. This house is... This isn't even a house. The one there...
House.
It's
like
in a convenience
old
store.
hotel.
It's like on the main street of some little town.
Yeah.
And like they frequently go out like onto the sidewalk, and it's like, okay, sure, the ghosts don't care if you go on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Apparently, the sidewalk in front of the building is
It's
still
part of the property. Yeah.
It's part of the property. It's part of the haunted territory, I guess. That doesn't break the 28-day cycle. Also, they fucking make a big point out of saying like all these people don't have like cell phones or internet access or whatever or anything like that.
They were all on fucking MacBooks though.
Yeah, well, I thought the reason they set that up was like, okay, you have to have no access, you have to be totally immersed in the ghost world or whatever. Or maybe it's
Steve
just
Buscemi.
I guess it was just so that it's to prove like, oh, they don't know anything about this house or whatever, blah blah blah. But like, yeah, when Big Haas starts getting possessed by this demon, he starts farting on his mattress or whatever. Like his wife goes on the MacBook, and suddenly, I guess she has online access now because she starts talking to some like ghost expert who's just like, yeah, your husband's definitely possessed by a demon right now. This is bad news, Bears.
Yeah, get him out of there. Put the helmet on.
And that brings up another aspect of this.
You haven't talked about the helmet yet.
The helmet. We'll get to the helmet.
There's
so much. The God helmet is amazing. But there's so many aspects to this. Okay, so something that comes up during the fucking Facebook Live call.
Yeah, that shit was insane.
This is something that happens with I think every group, which is where like there's the ghost. There's usually like a ghost in the house, and then there's an evil ghost in the house that doesn't want their secrets
revealed.
Doesn't want their secrets revealed. I don't know why. Because it's like, what? Okay, so the evil ghost, people find out he murdered a guy. What? They're going to send him to prison? Like, what? Ghost prison. I don't know why they don't want their secrets revealed. But that's like a common motif throughout all the groups.
No, you remember Hercules, where like all the souls are like spinning around? That's where they'll go if their secrets.
Yeah, they get sent to the Hercules ghost vortex.
Yeah.
But yeah. The thing is, like, in this call, and something else that happens in all the other groups, is that, like, people already know everything that happened in all the houses. It's just the people in the houses don't know. Yeah. And I guess that's just... They set that up to be like, oh, see, these guys must be psychic because we know this about the house, and they figured out through their psychic abilities, even though it's very easily faked or whatever.
So someone else already figured it out. So
it's that I understand why they're setting up that aspect of it because they want to be like, wow, these guys are psychic. But also, it's like, in order to set that up, you have to have people on the outside who already know everything about the house. And that contradicts your thing where you're like, the ghosts don't want to find out.
Yeah, you have to find a new ghost.
Everybody already knows what happened. So why do these ghosts care so much about their secret? Everybody already knows literally everything that happened in the house.
Oh, God. Yeah, you're right.
So that's another fucking thing that happens. She goes on the Skype call and the lady goes like, "Oh yeah, in this house, this guy in 1942 fucking blew up his house with a gas grenade or whatever.
He built a pipe bomb.
He fucking blew up his kid with a Molotov cocktail.
He fucking popped the Glock on his wife."
Oh yeah. So let's get to the God helmet.
So they're calling it the God helmet. A big hoss invention.
If you've ever seen somebody make like a Halo ODST helmet for cosplay, can you try to find
a picture of it? I need a reference.
Let's see, 48 days.
It's 28 days.
Oops, 28. Sorry, 28 days haunted.
Oh, Google
God
knows we're talking about it.
The God helmet. God helmet. The God helmet.
What is that?
Nothing apparently. Oh. Somebody just posted a Transformers Halloween.
No.
I think this actually is part. I think this actually is the God helmet. They edited
probably
the Transformers mask.
They modded it.
They modded it.
Wait, we need a real picture though. Desperately.
Let's go to images. There it is. Oh my God.
What?
It is.
No way.
It literally is. It's the Transformers mask.
Oh my God.
They cut out the front.
That's so
it's the
crazy.
God helmet. Okay, so the
There's
God.
a picture of him in the deprivation tank.
This show is so. You have to watch this show.
Please. That's the God helmet.
So the God helmet, as we found out, is literally the Transformers Halloween mask for children. They cut out the front, the Optimus Prime mask.
Well,
they cut out
the voice
the
changer helmet specifically.
They've cut out the front. They've spray painted it like desert camo brown, and they've just attached a bunch of Christmas lights to it. And this is like
there's some wires.
I don't even know what this is. I mean, it does the same thing as every other ghost gadget. It makes it so I can talk to the ghost or whatever. This guy fucking wears it and has like a seizure or whatever. Is this before he got possessed or after? I don't know.
I think this is what made him possessed. I think
he got possessed because he wore the God helmet.
Yeah.
It's so funny. They call it the God helmet. It's just this fucking pudgy dude with tiny legs wearing a fucking Transformers
having
mask.
a rosary around his fucking neck.
Just these Christmas lights going off in front of his face.
It's fucking awesome.
Oh my God.
What a great show.
Here's a screenshot from Destiny. It looks like a Destiny helmet.
It does.
With Christmas lights on the inside.
Maybe he plays Destiny.
He might play Destiny.
It's my destiny. Shut up and dance with me. Look, click on that picture of the guy in the tank. That guy is fucked up.
Yeah, this fucking idiot. All these guys have like dumbass tattoos all over them, and this guy has like black light tattoos. He's got dumbass black light tattoos.
He looks like a fucking elf. He
He's
looks like a fucking Keebler elf, dude.
idiot. An idiot moron.
That guy bakes cookies in a tree, dude.
Oh, look at this
He's
related
baking
image.
Cookies in a tree. That guy is wearing a god helmet.
He's wearing the god helmet. Why is a Sports Illustrated Cowboys NFL helmet
Because
guy?
I'm a
Who is this guy?
cowboy, baby. He's a ghost hunter.
On a little kid I ride, and I'm wanted.
Did you just say on a little kid?
for fucking
I
a
ride?
kid?
Can you pull up the ghost hunter clip of, "Hey demons, it's me, your boy"?
What?
You know that's like my favorite clip, dude.
Wait, ghost hunters?
Yeah, ghost hunters. Hi demons, it's me, your boy.
It's me, a boy.
Yeah, you don't know that? You gotta go to YouTube. Yeah.
Hey demons, it's me.
Yeah.
Yo boy.
This is a good clip. Hey dudes, it's me, your boy.
God, I want to fucking have a ghost show so bad. It's the easiest job in the world.
Should we become ghost hunters?
Just go into a building, any building, it doesn't matter.
This building?
That you could go into this building, just take all the pictures off the wall, and then you just come in with a night vision camera and you just go, "Oh my god, dude, did you see that?" And the other guy goes, "Bro, yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, I saw that, bro."
Bro, dude. Oh, yeah, that'd be really fun, man. We should do that. Let's hunt ghosts.
Easiest show in the world. Honestly, for a long time, this is one of my YouTube ideas I've had for a long time, is that you do like an opposite Ghost Hunters thing, where I'm like going to places to debunk it, and I'm just like honest about what happens.
Yeah, that'd be really
Like Drew Gooden did a video recently.
Oh, I've been
kind of
meaning to
about-
watch that.
He's a little bit nicer to ghost people than I would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We could do all sorts of things. You know, ghosts, any sort of cryptid, any haunted place.
Just go there and be like, yeah, this is a
just
place.
go there, film yourself. But yeah,
Just hanging out,
But, I mean,
drinking a beer.
yeah. I mean, you can make interesting videos out of it because you get
Yeah.
the footage of you there, and then you can like do research and
Yeah.
like into like, well, is this theory actually real, or is this just a thing ghost hunters made up for
Dude,
their show?
I watch a lot of. I haven't for a while, but I'm really into like urban exploration and like caving videos.
Yeah.
But it's like real shit. But like, oh man, this dude goes to this like abandoned like hospital in the woods somewhere, just to like night camp, because that's what they do. They go to spooky place and night camp. But this one is so fucked up. He makes a horrible decision to like camp in like this big open room on the first floor, and like in the middle of the night he wakes up and there's just like a shit ton of coyotes,
Oh my
like
god.
like sniffing his tent and like getting ready to like fuck him up. And it's scary, dude. Like he's gonna fucking die. Like they're gonna eat him.
Oh
And
my
but he
God.
like scares them off, and then like so the camera cuts for a while, and he's like, okay, I made it to the roof, I barricaded the door, and I reset up my tent. And then it cuts to him looking at night. He's like, dude, I can hear them underneath me, the floor below. If they find out how to get up here, they're gonna get me. And then it cuts, and he's like, and then it's the morning sunrise, and he's like, well, I made it through the night.
Oh my
And like he shows like the tree line. He's like, yeah, I was watching the coyotes retreat to the tree line in the morning. Dude, it's like so unsettling. He's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. It's just so insane. Like
that's the real ghost. you have to be
nature
worried
is so
about.
much scarier than that shit, dude. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's go sleep in a weird place.
Sleeping in a weird place. Wormzone sleeps in a weird place.
You know, if you think about it, Earth is kind of a weird place.
That's true. If you think about it, like this planet, it's so fucking weird, bro.
It's pretty weird.
It's so weird. Like, imagine, like, what are the chances that this fucking weird planet, like, what? We're, like, looking at memes on the internet? Like, what the heck? That's so crazy, dude.
God ordained it to be so.
That's true. It's not so weird when you remember what God did.
God, I love God.
Thank you, Jesus.
So we rewatched Midsummer last night with Jenny and Emily. So fucking good.
I haven't seen that one. Or
You haven't seen Midsummer yet?
Or the other one. What is it? Heritage.
I haven't seen
Hereditary.
I really wanted to see Hereditary. I
Hermitage.
fucking love Midsummer. You'd love
I
Midsummer.
haven't seen any of those.
That's crazy.
I haven't seen either of those dang movies.
Let's do it. Let's watch some movies.
Okay. Do you think my mom has Midsummer down here?
Let's
There's
see.
Sherlock, Red Dawn,
We've got Martian Child.
Martian Child. Oh yeah, Flomar's in that. Have you seen that?
What is? No, I haven't seen
Yeah.
Martian Child.
Yeah. What? Josh Q. What is his first name? John Cusack says. He adopts this little boy, and the little boy says he's from Mars. He's like, and he goes to the dog. He goes, this dog is a Martian named Flomar. This is Flomar.
Does he kill the dog?
Yeah, and he stabs the dog. And
Yeah.
and the third act is that
I will
Martian
now watch your
Child
movie.
is like stalking the hallways. He's already like stabbed John Cusack's wife.
No.
He's like hiding in his closet, shaking.
Whoa.
It's like, please, don't let the Martian Child find me in here. And like, yeah, I will leave the rest to you if you want to watch the movie yourself.
Yeah,
to find out what happens.
I think I'd like to watch that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
it's pretty
sounds
good.
cool. We also have Son of God.
Son of God.
Yeah, and The Star is Born.
Who is the Son of God? Oh, Jesus.
It's Jesus, yeah. Not to be confused with what's the one with William Dafoe that I pulled out yesterday?
I have to pee so bad.